Welcome to Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, home of the 6555th Aerospace Test Group. We hope your stay here will be a pleasant one, resulting in a successful mission. As you are aware, our launch facilities presently include Launch Complex 17 for Delta, Complex 36 for Atlas Centaur, Complex 40 for the Titan III, and Complex 41, which is being modified to launch the Titan IV. Your company or test group contact will have previously made arrangements for you to obtain your pass at the Pass and ID office. After obtaining your pass, you will proceed to gate number 1, where you will be admitted to the general restricted area of Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. As you see, Cape Road, on which you are traveling, turns to the north and becomes a divided highway. Please note that the maximum speed limit on Cape Canaveral Air Force Station is 50 miles per hour. Also be aware that the Air Force enforces both the Florida and Air Force seatbelt laws, which require seatbelts to be fastened at all times. We pass by the Jeffords Family Cemetery in the median strip and an antenna farm on the right before coming to Pier Road. On the left or west side of Cape Road, you see the Navy Ordnance Test Unit, or NO2 support building. Pier Road goes east by the Navy Polaris facility before turning north following the shoreline to intersect with Lighthouse Road. Continuing north on Cape Road, you see a Hound Dog missile in the median strip, showing that the Space Museum is to the east on Lighthouse Road. Lighthouse Road is also our prime route to Launch Complex 17. This complex also has a facility for assembly and checkout of Payload Assist Modules, or PAMs, which provide the thrust required to boost shuttle payloads into higher orbits. Launch Complex 17 is the site of over 135 successful Delta launches. Continuing north on Cape Road, we pass the liquid fuel storage area located on the left. As we approach Flight Control Road, we note the Non-Destruct Test Lab and the solid fuel storage on the west side of Cape Road. Approximately 1/2 mile east on Flight Control Road is the entry to the area where the Navstar Processing Facility and the Propellant Servicing Facility are located. As we enter the complex, we see the NPF, or Navstar Processing Facility, straight ahead. Had we turned to the left after entering the complex, we would have come to the Propellant Servicing Facility. Returning to Cape Road, we note that the divided highway ends with a 3-lane road continuing north. During morning rush hours, the center lane is designated for northbound traffic, while the reverse is true during the afternoon rush hours. The road then narrows down to 2 lanes. We pass the fire station on the right, located at Skid Strip Road, which, as you'd expect, leads to the runway and the aircraft unloading apron. Air Force C-5s routinely land here. Various cargoes, including spacecraft and upper stages, are unloaded on the parking apron, which is adequate for 2 C-5s. The cargoes are then convoyed to their processing areas. Notice that to the east of Cape Road are hangars G and H. Hangars E, F, and AA are to the east of hangars G and H. Using the water towers on the west side of Cape Road as a reference, we come to a road on the east side which leads to the Satellite Assembly Building, or SAB. Satellites such as FleetSat-Com and Discus have been assembled and checked out here. About 1/4 mile north on Cape Road, we reach Industry Road, which leads westward to the NASA Causeway, the route to the NASA KSC headquarters, an Operations and Checkout Building, or O and C, which are approximately 5 miles away. Continuing another block north, we are now at Central Control Road. You see the Range Control Center and the XY Communications Facility at this intersection. Central Control Road leads to CPOC, or Consolidated Programs Operations Control Center, Launch Complex 36, and the Lighthouse area, which we'll visit later. Continuing north on Cape Road, we come to a 3-way intersection with Titan 3 Road and Hangar Road. We go west on Titan 3 Road, which then curves to the north. Passing Explosive Safe Area, or ESA 60, we come to Gate 22, the entrance to the Titan Integrate Transfer Launch, or ITL area. First, we will see the train engines and the mobile launch platform, which takes the Titans on their journey from the Vertical Integration Building, or VIB, to Pad 40 for launch. Next, you will see the VIB with its Titans in a build-up process. Looking ahead, you see the Solid Motor Assembly Building, or SMAB. The SMAB consists of 3 major operational facilities. In the center high bay section, the Titan solid rocket motors are assembled and attached to the liquid-fueled Titan. The east side is where the inertial upper stage, or IUS, is built up and prepared for integration to a spacecraft. On the west side is the Shuttle Payload Integration Facility, or SPIF. DoD payloads for shuttle launch are integrated here, tested, and placed in a NASA canister, which is then transported to Launch Complex 39A or 39B. Continuing north on Titan 3 Road, we see Launch Complex 41 in the distance, which is being modified for launch of the Titan 4. Turning to the east, we approach Launch Complex 40, the Titan 3 Launch Complex. The string of Titan symbols emblazoned on the support building wall shows the pride of many successful launches. Going back to the intersection of Cape Road and Central Control Road, we travel east on Central Control Road for approximately 1½ miles. And turn south to the CPOC, or Consolidated Programs Operations Control Center. The east end of the building will contain the Test Group Management Control on the second floor. Located on the first floor will be the Titan IV Centaur Launch Control Center. Continuing east on Central Control Road, we reach Launch Complex 36, which has a proud history of more than 65 successful Atlas Centaur launches. Pad 36A on the north has been converted to a Centaur assembly and checkout facility for shuttle launch Centaurs. Present plans call for it to be converted back to a launch facility. To provide a different perspective of Complex 36, we approach it from the south on Lighthouse Road. Passing Hangar C and the old lighthouse, we continue northward to view Complex 36 from another angle. We hope this brief tour of our major launch facilities will assist you in successfully planning and accomplishing your mission here at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station.